Yo, what's really good, people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to see what all the hype is about around Trading 212. Who would have known I'll be doing a Trading 212 review? Listen, I've received a plethora of comments. I've been absolutely inundated with questions about why are you not on Trading 212? Why have you chosen free trade over Trading 212? Trading 212 superior. What are you not doing on Trading 212? Etc. etc. So I thought, you know what? I've got no interest whatsoever in leaving free trade and migrating all of my portfolio over to Trading 212. But I've decided to take the plunge today and do an initial review. I'm going to be as impartial and as fair as I possibly can and actually give you my genuine, honest feedback from taking a first look perspective on how I feel about Trading 212. It's going to be a holistic review. I'm going to talk about the overview, account opening process, finding stocks, technicals, features. Maybe I might even buy a stock. Who knows? Who knows? I might buy a stock. But if you want to know all of that plus more, please like, comment, subscribe, help the channel get to 7K. And we can get the world of investing out to more people in a clear, simple and transparent manner. And I know obviously it's called Trading 212, but it's got a lot of features about this specific platform. So I will try and timestamp all of the different sections so you can just skip to the bit that you really want to know. But let's get into the overview. So Trading 212 is a brokerage platform that's been around for some time. Actually, I don't know the years, you know what I mean? I didn't really do that research, but I'm sure I can fling up a Wikipedia screen or something on there. But I think it's provided by Interactive Brokers. And the reason why I've never jumped into Trading 212 is nothing personally against Trading 212. At the time I was trading about 3-4 years ago, I was using eToro. I was introduced to eToro by a friend, and I just stuck with it because I was new to the market. I didn't know any better, and you know, eToro was fine for me. It was serving the purpose I needed it to serve. So I'm the type of person, if it's just working well, I don't really like to rock the boat. So I was just happily using eToro. There was one moment that I was thinking to migrate over to Trading 212 to trade, but I think at that time they had certain restrictions on shorting or something along those lines. I might be wrong, but I felt that I read some restrictions around shorting with leverage or something. So I thought, all right, cool, I'm not going to do that. That was about 2 years ago. And then obviously from an investment standpoint, the same friend incidentally put me on to free trade, and I've been happily married to free trade ever since. Well, not married to them, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So with Trading 212, I'm going to be really impartial. There's obviously a lot of benefits with Trading 212, and you can see that over 400,000 people have joined. So it's a very established platform, and I expect there to be a lot more features than free trade just because it's been out for so long. So you've got £0 commission investing. You've got no fees for a stocks and shares ISA. Currently, I pay £3 on my free trade fee. You've got 3,000 plus global stocks and ETFs, which for me personally is really the most important thing. I want to know that I'm using a platform that I get the most options. So I've got the most opportunity to therefore, you know, make some money. Fractional shares is obviously available. No foreign exchange fees, which I think is massive. So with free trade, you play obviously the spot rate plus 0.45%. There's no fees with Trading 212. Unlimited instant trades, which back in the day with free trade, you used to pay £1 per instant trade. Now they've removed that. That's free. So, you know, it's on par on the same level as that. And you got 24/7 live support. The great thing, it's got this nice broker comparison table. So you can kind of see here, you know, Trading 212, all of its features here. And you can see that instant orders, free, unlimited, and you can check everything against Hargreaves, Revolut, Free Trade, and Degiro. And I think some of the things that's really striking to me personally is the way that you can fund the account seems to be much more easier. The availability and stocks from different markets seems to be a really big benefit. Obviously, the number of stocks that's available and the foreign exchange fees for me are quite important factors. But yeah, you can just see that link there, and that's gonna show you. Let me go back. And you can see all of that available. So it's quite a highly rated app. Now, the next important thing to note is that there's 3 main products with Trading 212. You've got Trading 212 Invest, CFD, and ISA. Invest is basically the same as free trade on most platforms. This is just straightforward investing real money into real assets, real stocks, real ETFs on a no commission, no fee basis. Then you've got the CFD. So this is what I typically trade with in eToro is CFDs. Stands for contract for difference. And effectively you're paying for the price difference of a movement of an asset. So With CFDs, you can do things like leverage because it's a form of derivative. That means it carries extra risk. Now, leverage in two different brokers is never the same. So I haven't actually done the research in terms of some of the leveraging rules with Trading 212 specifically, but with eToro, there's specific leveraging rules. It's very, very risky. I might do another video just to put it into more, explain it a little bit better for you, but it's a benefit for you to do that as well. And then you can track, indices, forex, commodities, etc., and it's got tight spreads, which sounds very, very interesting. And then you've got Trading 212 ISA, which is a tax-free ISA at no cost. Currently I'm paying £3 a month, £36 a year. So obviously if you want a free ISA and you want to be saving for your future in a tax-free haven, then Trading 212 has that product available, which is good. Now it's got some screenshots of its app interface, which looks really interesting. I think for me personally, the interface currently, I'm going to go into it, just is definitely lending itself more to a trading user experience, shall I say. I think the way that Free Trade have kind of laid their interface out makes it feel more like an investment portfolio. I know you probably think I'm crazy and I'm tapped and what am I talking about, but I know what I mean. Like when you're trading, it's basically just lists of different trades that you're doing in and out of. There's a specific feel that comes with trading platforms, but with investment platforms, I think sometimes it can be a bit more intuitive, shall I say. Obviously, it's got all of the regulations and protections that you would expect from any FCA and FSCS protected company, reviews and da-di-da-di-da. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so it's loading now, looks really nice, and this is the platform. So I've basically set it to dark mode because, you know what I mean, my eyes are getting a bit suspect in its old age, so I like to see things in dark mode, and it's a clean interface. Listen, it very much reminds me of a trading platform more than an investment platform, and as you can see, I am actually on Trading 212 Invest, and I got my little £100 there, but let's give it a whirl. So the first thing I really want to look at and talk to you about was the account opening process. Now, obviously, I've already opened the account, so you won't be able to see that, but I will say it is super, super easy. All you have to do is put a few personal details in. You put things like your national insurance number in. You choose the products that you want, whether it's the CFD product, the ISA product, the Invest product. I personally just chose CFD and Invest because I already have an ISA for this tax year, so I won't be allowed to have another one simultaneously. But maybe in 2021, that might be something I might look into. Certain things are really cool, like your W8 Ben form. This is basically for any non-domiciled US citizens to invest into US stocks. You have to fill out what's called a W8 Ben form. It was pre-done. It was pre-populated and pre-done with Trading 212. So that's a real big plus. And then you're good to go. After you do that, you're literally good to go and you're bang into the platform. So the first thing I really want to do is find some stocks. And you can see that search bar here. When you click on the search bar, it's got all the instruments. Instruments is a very technical term, but obviously it's stocks. And you can see there's a plethora, a massive list. So, you're probably going to want to filter that list down somewhat and actually find stocks that's going to be a lot more meaningful for you. So here they've broken it down by stocks in ETS, which is fair. It's a logical breakdown. And you can see that they've got, more sub breakdowns for it. So with stocks, you've got most popular. If you click on that, you can see Tesla's obviously, at top of the road with the most, no pun intended, the most popular stocks. And it's got a list of probably maybe about 30 most popular. You can separate stocks or find stocks by dividend versus growth, which I think is a very, very cool feature. And that means it's a little bit easier. So if you are a dividend investor, I always talk very, very highly of you guys understanding what type of investor are you? Are you value? Are you dividend? Are you growth? Are you a bit contrarian? What are you? Understanding who you are and what your investment style is. And so this is a really nice and neat way to basically find and segregate some stocks. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more dividend stocks than what's being laid out here. So a little bit of a minus, it doesn't have all of the dividend stocks from the 3,500 that it says it's got on the platform, but there's probably a reason for that, and maybe I might find a new way to do that going forward. Now you've got growth stocks here. Again, there's a shorter list for growth stocks than I would personally like to see. I mean, as an example, Tesla is not in this list, but Tesla is in the most popular list. So I don't really understand why it doesn't just have the full list of what I would consider growth stocks. Again, get in the comments, maybe there's a clear reason for that, but I personally can't immediately see why there isn't a full list of growth stocks. However, they got Shopify, which right now is doing bits for me on free trade, so you know what I mean, we like that. Then it's got high volatility and low volatility. So high volatility, this is probably measured on beta volatility, which is a metric to basically understand how volatile a stock is. It basically is what it says on the tin, and volatile could be movement in up or down in either direction, but it's basically within a certain time frame how much movement does a stock basically make. So if you have a low volatile stock, it tends to be, you know, slow movements upwards or in a downwards direction. If it's highly volatile, you could have really wild swings each day or each hour or each minute or whatever it might be. Then it's got some speculative bets. It's put Tesla in speculative. Ooh, that's controversial. It's got speculative bets. I mean, some things here I would consider speculative, like Canopy Growth Corp. You know, that is obviously you know what that is, and that is probably a bit speculative. Maybe things like Gilead is a bit speculative. First Solar, oh, I sold First Solar. Oh, it's up to 50 now. Damn it, I shouldn't have sold it. But it's good. It's got some stock. Again, I don't really know what is their criteria to be putting them into these stocks, so that's something that I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. And then obviously it's got browse all. Okay, if you click on browse all, you've got to be able to search by country, which is very interesting. So what's going on in France right now? Let's see what French stocks are. You got BNP Paribas, AXA, Orange, Peugeot, SA. Okay, so you got French markets, you got loads of stocks globally, basically. So, you know, it seems like the choice-wise, you've got an amazing list. When we go down to the ETFs, you can see again the most popular ETFs, the Vanguard, S&P 500. I fully expected that to be the most popular ETF. The iShares S&P 500, that's just the IT version, so that's not even a top list. Interesting. You got REITs. In there again, there's just a few REITs, but I know you've got things like Realty Income Corp, which is O, ticker symbol O. Oh, you can't just search like that. Let's just try type in Realty. Nope, you can't do that. Okay, maybe it's because I'm only in REITs. Maybe if I go to ETFs and I type in Realty, that's okay. Let me try browse all or all instruments and type in Realty. Okay, there it is, Realty Income. So I'm a bit dismayed about why that wasn't just in the REIT section and why I couldn't find it, and there's only 15 results. But again, there's probably a good reason for that. I'm taking a brand new first look, so obviously this is what a brand new investor or trader is going to see. Fixed income, commodity funds, obviously bonds, equity funds. So yeah, that's how you search all your stocks. So if I go to all instruments and I'm going to search for a stock that I'm actually interested potentially to invest in, and that one is TTD, the trade desk. I click on that and then it gives me this kind of snapshot view here, which is interesting. I can then open the full chart. So open the full chart. Okay, I've got this full chart view, and then I can buy, or I can do certain types of oscillators and indicators. So yeah, perfect. If I go to indicator and I type in RSI as an example, cool, comes up with the RSI parameters. I'm going to just keep the default ones, and then I can see it here, and I can see that, boom, trade desk is very overbought at this current moment. I like to view things in a candlestick chart if it's a trading platform. It depends how I'm going to use this. I need to decide. So I can switch to candlestick, which is pretty great. I can change the time frame. It's got 1 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. The thing with eToro, you've got a few more time frames which I like. So you've got the 15 minute, the 30 minute. You've also got I think you've got like 6 hours, and you've got maybe a couple of more time frames, but yeah, I think that's enough. That's fine. So if I wanted to go to the 1 minute time frame because I was really trading to see what's happening, and then let's say I wanted to do some trend lines here, I can do a trend line here. Boom, I can see what's going on, and I wanted to do another trend line, and I wanted to do that. Nice. All right, this is obviously a fake trend line, but if I was doing genuine trend lines to understand channel patterns, or if I wanted to understand if it was an inverted wedge or an ascending or descending triangle, then I have that ability to do that. Head and shoulders, you know, all that good stuff. We're not talking about the shampoo right now, but listen, let's get into it. And it's got Fibonacci and all of the other stuff. It's got text. What's text? So I click on text. Oh, wow. So it's basically text. Okay, so text is text. This is text. Say no more. And I can change the color of the box. Ah, it's the border color. Can I change the text color? Maybe not. Blue. Oh no, that's just the background. It's interesting if you wanted to make notes and save it. I think that's actually a pretty cool feature. If you wanted to make some notes and save it, then you could just do all of that there, which is pretty cool. Now, the trade desk is trading at $397, which, let's say that's too expensive for me. So you've got the ability to do price alerts, which I think is a feature that free trade is definitely lacking, and that's something that I would be extremely interested in. So I do new price alert. It's asking me to find the stock again, so I can't just do a price alert. It doesn't seem I can do a price alert directly on this stock. So I'm on this stock and I want to do a price alert. Let me do command. Okay, if I do control and click, because I'm using a Mac, it doesn't let me do price alerts here either. All right, cool. Seems like it has to be here. So new price alert. Seems like I've got to search it again. A little bit cumbersome, seeing as I'm just on the stock. But again, I might be brand new and not realizing that there is a different way to do that. So you know what, 397 is a bit too expensive for me. But let's say I want to see when it gets down to 350. I want to set a price alert for that. So I set a price alert, successfully set. Nice little notification there. Bob's your uncle. And then I've got a nice list of price alerts. Okay, cool. I've got my price alert with the one icon. This shows me all of my pending orders, which I have none obviously at the moment, and my open positions, which I have none of at the moment as well. But this is a very, very trading-esque view of your positions. It's not bad. It's all preference at the end of the day, and I think that's what you guys have to work out, you know, what you like and what you dislike about a specific user interface, and everyone is different, right? Everyone is different. So with specifically on the trade desk now, I've added my RSI, I've changed the candlestick patterns, I've done a few trend lines, great. I've seen the sell price and the buy price, which I would expect to be honest, there's a slight spread even on the normal shares. All right, cool. Fair. Got to make some money, I suppose. It shows in the trend, it shows the low to high for that day, which is nice and clear and see. And then I can see, you know, the different returns over the different periods. So you can see over the last 3 months, it's gone up 175% staggering performance. And then it says additional info. Okay, wait there. Trading hours, GMT. And this gives me some sort of trading. I don't really know what it's telling me. I have to look into it and go through the blogs or something. But right now, I don't specifically know what this is trying to tell me, but something to do with trading hours, I suppose. But it's not immediately clear. However, the stats and all of this information is pretty nice and pretty neat. What's that? That's just the start. And this is, okay, I can see, so if I wanted to do a price alert, I can just go here and do a trade. Okay, it's there. It's all right. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. What is down here? Chart Explorer, videos, news and analysis, economic calendar, notifications. Here you got multiple chart modes. So if I do that, all right, cool. Now I'm comparing Apple with Trading 212. This is probably a nicer view, actually, if you were maybe inside some multiple trades. See, the thing is about this platform, I'll give you my honest opinion. This is geared towards trading. Like I've made my decision, but it doesn't mean it's not a platform that you can't use to invest. But the layout and the view and the purposes for a lot of these features is, for me, geared towards trading. So if I'm trading both, let's say the S&P 500 and Apple, and I'm trading them, and I'm, you know, one I'm shorting and one I'm long or whatever, and I want to see what's going on with two positions that I'm in, then this is a really nice and neat layout for it. But I guess if it's a portfolio, it might be different. Anyway, I will check out the app and see what that is also saying, and you know how I basically feel about that. Other than that, this looks really good. It shows me a list of all of the different stocks that I've got, the most recent stocks that I must have viewed, although I haven't viewed any of these stocks, so these are probably just the popular ones. When it comes to depositing funds, as you can see, I've already deposited £100 into the account, so I can obviously buy a potential share. So let's simulate buying the trade desk. Now I'm buying, it's on value, and obviously I can't buy I can just put £100, and then it tells me my fractional share amount of minus 0.3116, which is pretty cool. I can do market orders. I can do limit orders as well, which is great. So I can set the maximum price I'm willing to pay per share on a limit order. I can obviously do stop orders, set a price above the current price that converts your order to a market order, and then stop limit. All right, I'm going to look into that. I think okay, it's interesting. If I want to, okay, I can check the value as well. So if I want to do like, I was on value, number of shares. All right, cool. If I want to say I want to buy 4 shares, it tells me that's £1,281, but I need to deposit, I believe. Yeah, I need to deposit. Oh, let's get off that. At least it didn't show my card details there. For all of you 419 boys, stay away from me, man. Trust me, you don't want that smoke. Listen, that shows me how I can easily buy a stock, which is pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like it. I like it. I don't think there's anything bad with trading 212. I pretty like it. One thing I do like is that it's got loads of videos and loads of support as well, which is needed. So if you are new to the market, obviously you should be watching Info Investors, obviously, and you should be watching and following the channel. But if you want to complement that with some other videos, it shows, you know, different things. And I've actually learned a lot on trading 212 videos historically. So when I was actually trading, there was a lot of trading 212 videos I was actually watching, but then applying it to eToro. So I really like their videos. They're very well edited, they're very succinct, very sweet, unlike my videos, which, you know, are a bit more long form pieces, shall I say. But I think it's a really interesting platform. Now let's switch over to CFD. So CFD, you can see I've got no money in the CFD at the moment. But all right, cool. So I've got gold, oil. All right, cool. All your commodities, your forex, and everything that you want to do there. Let's say I wanted to check. Okay, cool. I've got indices, ETFs, and I wanted to the Lixor Bell 20. Don't know why, it was just there. Lixor Bell 20. I can do that, and then let's say I wanted to buy this now because I don't have any money into this account. How do I do it? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on? It tells me I could do a new market order, new pending order, new price alert. If I do a new market order, yep, okay, I got my short positions. Perfect. So with my CFDs, I can now do my short positions here, and I could put in a specific order for a short position, quantity, OCO. What's this? Concurrent orders? I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna have to Google OCO. It seems like maybe it's to do with concurrent orders, but I need to look into what that actually specifically means. So there's a bit of research I need to do into this. But as an overview, it's a very, very straightforward platform. Got a nice time. Oh, great. And I can change time zones as well if I want to check. Sometimes I actually like to do that because I sometimes check. I Google like, all right, cool, the US market's open at a certain time, and obviously you can easily convert it to what time it is in the UK, but it's sometimes just easy to be like, all right, cool, that's what the time zone is, and then you've got that there, so you know if you're in a trade and you want to close it before the market closes or something, it's a nice and easy way to do that. But listen, I'm not gonna lie, training 212 bangs, this is decent. Obviously I'm not going to go into the ISA because I don't have an ISA. Actually, let's see what happens. I don't have an ISA. If it's going to ask me to do more stuff, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to click on that button. Do you know what I mean? I don't want HMRC down my neck. Listen, I'm gonna keep trading 212. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I'm probably gonna have a small portfolio, maybe for dividends, maybe for growth. I haven't really worked it out, but I definitely do like trading 212. I think it's a very interesting platform. I think it's got a lot of the features that you need. It might be a little bit confusing for a brand new investor or trader. But obviously, if you are going to take investing or trading seriously, then you should be learning a lot of these things anyway. And, you know, there's going to be benefit. It's going to benefit you understanding what a lot of these things mean. Like when I started trading, I learned what RSI was, what MACD was, what VWAP was, what all of these things was, what they do, and how you can obviously use it to benefit yourself and hopefully, you know, make a little bit of money in the process. So, you know, these things are really, really important. As far as the platform goes in terms of look and feel, I think it's a really nice layout. Again, I do think it's more geared towards trading specifically, but I don't see any reason why you can't have your investment portfolio here. If as long as you like the layout and this suits, you know, your style, etc., then there's no specific qualms or issues that I've personally got with that at the moment. And you know, it's just doing a free share, so you know, why not sign up and actually get yourself a free share? So my view of trading 212 is a thumbs up. I really like the platform. I really like the opportunity, and I'm actually quite excited to get started and using this platform. I don't think it's going to replace my free trade account. So for those of you wondering, will it replace? But I do think it's something that I'm going to keep in parallel alongside. I just need to give a little bit of thinking to what should be the reason or the purpose for this platform. Maybe I might have a little dividend growth portfolio here, or something else. Who knows? Who knows? But listen, Trading 212's got a thumbs up from me. Hopefully you found this review insightful, useful. I really appreciate you guys staying this long. For those of you that have to watch this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel, and also hit the link and get a free share worth up to £100 when you join Trading 212 with the link below. I appreciate your time, everyone, and I will catch you next time with another investment video. Take care, guys. Peace.